All right, guys, you are welcome to my YouTube channel at LightPips. So good to have you guys. Okay, so now today we are going to be discussing about what is NFP. What is NFP? Now, there are so many fundamental events that easily change the movement of price. There are so many of them, but for today we are going to be discussing about what NFP is for beginners. And you see, one of the news that can help you to make money, consistently, even in every month, is what we call NFP. Now, you've been looking at asking what is NFP. You have been hearing about NFP for those that have been trading, but you don't know what NFP is all about. You don't know how to use it to trade. All right, stay tuned in this video because I'm going to be showing you how NFP is being traded. All right, so let's quickly go to the content of what we have for this video. You can see what we have on the slide. Look at what we are discussing about. What is NFP? Why is it important? Who releases the NFP? And the likes till we get to how to use it to trade. And then I always do a live session for NFP every first Friday of the month that the news is coming out. All right, so I've given you an hint there. Okay, all right, so what is NFP? The full meaning of NFP, just like you can see on slide 1, is non-farm payroll. Non-farm payroll. What is NFP again? NFP simply means non-farm payroll. Now, basically, what NFP measures, if you look at the slide very well, now from the word non-farm, it is an employment data that is used to measure the numbers of people that are employed. Now, in which economy? Because you have been hearing NFP. So NFP is being released for the US economy. All right, so we are talking about the number of people that are employed apart from the farming industry in the United States of America. All right, so it excludes the farming industry and then also exclude military personnel. Okay, it excludes some government employees, not all right? So we are talking about the employment data that is excluding the farming industry, military personnel, and some government employee. Now, how do you think this will affect the market? All right, just go with me. Okay, so now that is what NFP is all about. Okay, NFP simply means non-farm payroll, and that it's what NFP is. Now, a very quick question: why is NFP important? Look at this second slide. If you look at it very well, I've been able to differentiate between when it is good and when it is bad. Why is NFP important? One of the major reasons why NFP is important is just because it changes the movement of price, and at the same time it can make price to spike in a particular direction. Okay, so talking about when the news is good, when the news comes out good, it simply means that you have a strong currency, which means you have a stronger dollar. And when you have a stronger dollar, that means you are expecting the US dollar to gain strength. Okay, that means you expect the strength of dollar to increase. You expect the dollar to gain value, and anything that gains value, anything that gains strength, will always increase in price. All right, so you're expecting dollar to increase in price against every other asset that is being traded with the dollar. Then also, if you have a bad news, which means the news comes out bad, it simply means that you are going to be having a weak dollar. Okay, a weak dollar means a weak economy, because anything that affects the economy will always reflect on the currency value. So that's what it means. So you have a weak dollar and you have a weak economy. That means that the value of dollar is going to drop. So if the value of dollar is dropping, that simply means that the price also will drop. So now you understand what you should buy and what you should sell. If the news is good, which means you have a stronger economy, you are looking out to buy the dollar. And if the news is bad, it means that you are looking out to sell the dollar. All right. So now going to the next slide, who releases the NFP? Where are we getting this data from? All right, this data basically is actually released by the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, and guess what, this news comes out every first Friday of the month. So first Friday of the month, always connect to my channel because we are going to be talking about NFP. All right, so we'll be talking about NFP every first Friday of the month. Now this is one sure day. I used to call it salary day for traders because of every first Friday of the month you can easily get to make some level of profit in the market, as long as you know how to plan yourself. All right, so let's quickly move on to the next slide, which I have now. How does NFP affect Forex? How does it affect the Forex market, which is the currency market? Now, the NFP affect the currency market in such a way that every currency pair that you have the US dollar in will always move in respect to the news. So if the news is good, that means dollar will be strong. So any currency paired against dollar, you expect them to lose strength. So you expect dollar to gain strength against those currencies. Okay, then also still talking about how it affects Forex, you can easily get to trade the dollar against every other currency paired with it. All right, and that's how NFP affects the currency market. You trade the dollar against any currency that is paired with the dollar, and you are good to go. So with that, you can even trade 5 currency pairs at a go, because the news affect every instrument that has dollar. Now, this is the most important aspect. How does NFP affect gold, which is the next thing I'm going to be talking about? Because now most traders love trading gold, right? But then they don't know how to trade gold. Now, most of the time, gold and dollar, they move in what we call inverse directions. What do we say inverse direction? The inverse direction there is that anytime the value of gold is trying to rise, you are expecting the value of dollar to drop. Anytime the value of dollar is trying to rise, you are expecting the value of gold to drop. If you understand that, you know how to trade gold. Okay, so now look at it here. Gold is the same thing as XAU USD. Let me come again. Gold is the same thing as XAU USD, just like you can see on my screen. Because most people, when you go to other platforms and you want to trade gold, you might not see gold written, but what you are going to see is that you are going to see gold. You are going to see XAU USD. So this is how it works. A strong NFP, which means when the news comes out and dollar is increasing, you expect gold to fall. A weak NFP, that means dollar is falling. That means dollar is weak. You expect gold to rise. All right. So that is how the movement is. They don't go in the same direction. They move opposite each other. And that is what can help you to trade gold with NFP. Don't forget, you can trade gold when NFP is coming out. All right. So going on to the next thing, important things, which are the important numbers that you have to be looking out for. So talking about important numbers you have to be looking out for, quickly look at my screen so that you understand. Okay, what traders actually look out for is this. There are 3 numbers that usually comes out. I'm going to drop the link of where you can be seeing those 3 numbers in the description of the video, so you can check the description so that you can go to the link. The link is forexfactory.com, or you can also use investing.com. There are so many sites that can help you with these data. Okay, all you just need to do is to look for what is called economic calendar. You have actual, you have forecast, then you have previous. You have actual, you have forecast, and you have previous. So the actual is telling us what the data is currently, whereby the forecast is telling us what their expectation is, and then previous is telling us what it was in the past. All right, so now what it is has major effect over expectation. All right, it has major effect over the previous. Okay, so that is how it works. We are always looking out for the actual of the news. So look at the example on the screen. If they are forecasting 150k, which is 150,000 jobs being reported as they are being employed, but then you now have actual to be 250k, which is 250,000. So what it means is that the news is good. That means they employed more people this month than last month. So it informed your decision about whether to buy dollar or you want to sell dollar. Okay, so check the description of the video. The link is there so that you can quickly check it out. All right, now how can I plan as a beginner for NFP? How do you want to plan for NFP? Very, very, very simple. Look at the slide there. Okay, you see, this is how you can plan for NFP. It is not the day, which is, it is not just on Friday, which is the first Friday of the month, that you are going to be, checking, okay, this is what I should buy, this is what I want to buy. No, that's not how it works. Okay, so this is how you plan for NFP. Now focus on what you want to trade. Do you want to trade gold, or you want to trade currency, or you want to trade commodities, or you want to trade indices or stocks? So know what you want to trade. Then after knowing what you want to trade, you need to check your risk. One of the aspects of trading that traders ignore is risk. All right, you need to ensure that you have mapped out your risk so that you know what you are risking for those particular trades you want to pick. Also check the forecast. All right, check the forecast. What do you mean by forecast? Expectation of the data. All right, what are they expecting the data to be? All right, check the data. It can also inform your decision about where price might likely go. Then you also need to create what we call trading scenarios. What do we mean by trading scenarios? If the news comes out good, where am I expecting price to go to? Is it going to go up? Is it going to get to this level on the chart? Now you don't miss out on my live session so that you can see how I plan for my NFP every first Friday of the month. All right, so now you need to avoid over leveraging. Most people, they use high leverage. High leverage in what sense? You have leverage of 1 to 2,000. That is very, very high. It can be good for you and it can be bad for you. So just choose your choose. Okay, all right, so don't forget, you need to prepare for the news. Always ensure that every time a news is coming out, you've planned yourself, you've prepared yourself so that you can trade the news. Now the next thing on my slide is the risk of trading NFP. What are the common risks that we have in trading NFP? See, don't neglect the aspect of risk. Now, the major risk in trading NFP is actually a fake breakout. What do you mean by fake breakout? Fake breakout is when you see price going towards a particular structure and you think that price has broken the structure, but price has not broken the structure, but then price is now changing direction to the downside. These are the risks involved. The major risk is what? Is fake breakout. Another risk which I would need to talk about is spread. Now in my next video, I'm going to talk about trading terminologies so that we can understand some trading terminologies that is being used, talking about what bullish, bearish, low, high, hawkish, dovish, all those things are things we need to discuss in trading terminologies. All right, now spread is something that can put you in a dangerous position. All right, remember the first one is fake breakout, but this second one is more dangerous than the first one, spread, because the spread can widen about 20 to 30 pips. Yes, there are some brokers that their spread can kill you. All right, but you can live to see another day if you trade, if you plan yourself very well. Okay, so most beginners, they actually lose money in the market, not because they don't know what they want to buy or what they want to sell, but because they actually underestimate the power of price in the market. Okay, so don't be like those traders. All right, change. Now, what are the trading tips I'm going to be giving you guys? All right, please ensure that anytime NFP is coming out, you need to trade with a plan. You need to prepare your risk management. What's your risk to reward ratio? All right, don't just chase price running in a particular direction. Okay, you need to ensure this price that is running in this direction, is it really going in that direction? Okay, wait for confirmation, which are part of the things. But please, in risk management, the first thing every trader is looking out to do is to ensure that they protect their capital. Remember, I said in what? In risk management. The goal is not to just hammer, but the goal is to see how you can protect your capital so that you can sustain yourself, and you can be consistent in your trading activity. All right, so please, the goal is to protect your capital and also for you to have a proper trade plan. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking this video. Don't forget to share this video with some traders that you know that want to venture into trading, or those that have started trading and they did not have this information. All right, share this video with them. Thank you all. See you in my next video, and see you during my live session every first Friday of the month. Thank you.